Hi everyone. Okay. It would be great if you could leave a comment to let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Okay, so let's wait just a couple of minutes for everyone to gather and for everyone to get here. I'm really, really excited to be here with you guys. Okay. All right. So as you guys are tuning in, please leave a comment to let me know that you're here. Tell me where you're from and who's here so I can say hi back. Hi, Manya and Ganeve. Hi, Shelly. Oh my goodness, so many people here. Awesome. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Okay. Oh wow, so many friends have tuned in. This is awesome. Hi, Sarup. Hi, Suhela. Hi, Ajuni. Hi, Anandleen. Hi, Granshinimani. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do my absolute best to keep up with the comments as well as I can. But yeah, so I think we can get started. Okay, everyone, hi, I'm so excited to welcome you guys to the Sikh Coalition Kids Corner. So I'm Harleen Kaur. Many of you may know me by my Instagram name at Immersed in You. So I work at the Sikh Coalition as one of the community development managers, but here I'm really excited to be here with you guys as a Sikh artist. So a couple of things about me. I was born and raised in New Jersey. My favorite thing to do outside of work and school is actually to draw ever since I was little. I can create art through many different mediums. So I paint, I sketch, I will use pencils, I'll use markers, I use lots of different mediums. And I think one of the coolest things that I've done is painting 2 different full wall murals. So yeah, I am super, super excited that you guys are all here. It's awesome to see you guys commenting and letting me know who's here. Can you guys still see me and hear me okay? Looks like it. Okay, awesome. So today we're going to be doing an interactive art workshop. So because this is interactive, that means that I need you guys to interact with me in the comments. So I will be asking you guys some questions and I hope that you will respond to me in the comments however you can. Is someone having trouble joining? Okay, it seems like we're still okay. If something does happen to the live stream, please do let me know. Okay, so like I said, this is an interactive art workshop. So I really hope that you guys will respond to my questions in the comments, and then at some point today, we'll also have a chance for you guys to ask me some questions too. And I'm gonna do my absolute best to respond to as many questions as I can, but I will be drawing at the same time for some of these questions. So, if I miss your question live while we're here together, I promise you I will get back to you later and I will go through all of the comments and respond to everybody. Okay, so now it's time to introduce our project. Let's just get right into it. So, for many of us, we've been home and, not out with our friends for a couple of weeks now. For 3 weeks, we're going on week 4. And some of us are also going to school and just trying to work at the same time while we're at home, so things are a little bit different right now. I, for one, I really miss my friends. I miss going to the Gurdwara, and I'm just getting a little bit antsy staying at home, and if I'm really, really honest, sometimes I'm a little bit scared too, but, that's totally okay. And one way that I feel better is by spending some time thinking about what I'm grateful for. And, the word grateful, it means thankful. So I'd love it if you guys could tell me in the comments a couple of things that you guys are grateful for during this time. So while we wait for some of those answers to pop in, I want you guys to think about, things that you're grateful for. It can be really little things. It can be really big things. A couple of things that I'm really grateful for. So I am very grateful that I am isolating and I'm social distancing with my family in the same house. So I'm really lucky that I have my dad, my mom, and my little brother here. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm also really thankful that I get to, talk to my friends, but while we're social distancing. So I get to talk to them, through video chat and through the phone. So I'm really, really thankful for those things. Okay, I see some people saying being at home and being safe, grateful for your family and Zoom time with friends. I'm thankful for that too. Satya says she's thankful for her family and her dogs. Jess is thankful for having food and family and health. Oh, my house. Basketball, yeah, for sure. Mahan is grateful for Legos. Very cool. Oh, hi, Meher and Tejas. Awesome. So many good things to be grateful for. So thankful for family, home, friends and food, friends. This is awesome. So Mani and Ganeev are grateful to be a part of the Sikh community that's actively helping people all around the world. That's awesome. Yep, still having Kirtan. That's still live from our Gurdwara. I'm also really thankful for that too. Thankful for jokes and good health. I'm also thankful for laughter in my life right now. Oh, so many answers. Okay, awesome. This is great. So a couple other things that I'm really thankful for. I'm thankful for healthcare professionals that are fighting for us every single day. I'm also thankful for essential workers that are still have to go out and still have to work to get today, and I'm really, really thankful for them. I'm thankful for clean and tasty water to be able to drink whenever I want to drink it. And I'm also really thankful for many different art supplies that I have at home. I don't have everything that I want or that I want to be using, but it's, I'm really thankful that I can use what I have to create something that I like. Okay, so thank you guys for all of your responses, and I'm really glad that you're still thinking about it. Continue thinking about the things that you're grateful for, because right now we're actually going to do a project on the things that we're grateful for. So for our project today, we're going to be making gratitude walls for the space that you live in, whether that's your house or an apartment, or wherever it is that you're living right now. We're gonna make a nice gratitude space or gratitude wall that you can keep going to every single day. So we are all going to add 3 different things that we are thankful for. Now, there are lots of ways you can do this. We can draw, we can write, we can cut things out from magazines if you still have magazines in your house. There's lots of different creative ways to do this, but what's really important is that we are taking some time every single day or every other day, a couple times a week, however much you can, and we're really thinking about the things that help us get through, these strange times that we're in right now. So, what we're gonna do is I'm going to share some things that I'm grateful for you guys that I've already prepared, and I'm going to also draw some of the things that I'm grateful for. But this doesn't mean that you need to draw exactly what I'm drawing. You can draw whatever you want, but if some of the things that I'm drawing are similar to things that you're thankful for, maybe you can even follow along and learn a couple of tips and tricks that I'm gonna share with you guys. Okay. So bear with me for a second. I am gonna move my camera so that you can see what I'm drawing. I'm gonna put it right up here, and then my art space is over here. So before I move you guys to the camera up here, I'm actually gonna show you my art space really quickly. I'm gonna show you the materials that I have with me, and while I'm moving the camera around and I'm getting set up, if there's anything that you're still missing, go ahead and grab that and keep thinking about the 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay, all right. So again, just bear with me for a second. Okay. So here is my art space. I have my favorite supplies for today are my markers, but again, I use a lot of different kinds. I have my big paper. I have a couple of examples here. I have my scissors, my tape. If you have glue, that's great. And then I have some Sharpies, and I have a pen. I have my water in a reusable water bottle. I have some plants because they make me, feel good and feel all creative. And then here, this is the gratitude wall that I have prepared. So I said earlier, if you have a poster or you have a really big piece of paper, that's great. I did not have one of those. I did have a canvas though. So I made, it says, our gratitude wall. So I drew that quickly with markers. But, even if you have just a bunch of pieces of paper that you can tape together, that works. And yeah, just anything like that. Even if you want to find like a space in your house and you have some safe painter's tape, that could work. Just be creative with it, It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly get set up right here. Okay. Awesome. So make sure you have all of your materials. Take a second, get everything if you don't have it, and if you do need to get it later, that's fine. Again, this is supposed to be your gratitude wall, so you can draw whatever you want, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm grateful for. I'm going to show a couple of things that I've already prepared. Okay. All right, can you guys hear me okay right now? Great. Okay, I'm going to try and talk a little bit louder just in case you can't hear me. All right, and I'm also going to draw in pen. So that might mean that I make a couple of mistakes, but that's okay because art doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to draw in pen so that you can see what I'm drawing. All right, so one of the first things that sounds great, just speak up. Okay, I'm going to speak up a little bit louder. All right. Okay, so one of the first things that I am really grateful for is my community. So community comes in lots of different shapes, sizes. It can be in different places, and even though we're right now at home with our families or maybe our pets or our roommates, whatever it is, lots of communities can look really different. I am thankful that I can talk to my community that isn't at home with me right now. I can talk to friends. I can talk to friends on FaceTime. I have a lot of different ways to talk to people. So I decided I'm going to draw a couple of people in my community or just my community generally. So when I draw people, I think it's really important to draw them how they look and to add some things that are special about them. So I'm going to start with this first person that I drew. This is one of my best friends. So if you see here, I drew a couple of things that are specific to her. So I'll take you through them. One thing is she really likes cats. So I added some cat ears for her right over here. She always is wearing earrings whenever I see her. So I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit closer so you can see. She always wears earrings, so I added some earrings over here. I know that she really likes to wear striped shirts, so I added some striped shirts here. And then you also notice I made her skin tone the way that I actually see it. So I have a lot of different colors, and I have like 6 different skin tones you can mix and match to make sure that the people that you're drawing that you love, they look how you see them all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna put her down. I am a Sikh, so a lot of people in my community are Sikh as well, and a lot of people that I love are Sikh as well. So I drew a couple of different variations of Sikhs here that I want to show you. So like my friend over here that I talked about, there are some things that are special to her, right? Like her hair, her cat ears, her earrings, the shirt that she's wearing, you know, those are things that I associate with her specifically. Now when I'm talking about 6, what are some things that you guys associate with 6 on the outside? You do not need markers. I'm looking at the comments right now. You can use whatever coloring supplies you have at home. Okay, so what are a couple of things that are specific to 6 on the outside and how they look? You can say it out loud at home if you know it, and if you want, you can put it in the comments. But one thing that I see is, you know, a dastar. So here's one example of a dastar, which is a Sikh turban. Younger Sikh boys, many of them wear patkas. And then a lot of girls, you know, will have a really long braid, or what we call a gup. So you can see that right over here. And then some people also have a jura, you know, so a bun that goes at the back of your head. You can see right here. So, you know, when I was younger and even now, it's, you know, it's a little hard for me to draw certain things that I see on Sikhs, that like a long gup or a braid, or a certain dastar. You know, so I thought it would be really cool if I could show you how to draw a couple of those things. Okay, I'm seeing the answers. Great, yes, so the stars, patkas, gardas, yep. All these external things, kirpans, gangas, yeah, great. Okay. Here, I have a couple of examples of different Sikhs that I've prepared for you guys to show you. And I thought it would be really cool if I could show you how to draw a couple of different styles. So what I'm gonna do is, the star right over here, I am going to draw that out so you can see how I do it. And I'm gonna draw a gut because I remember that was really hard for me to do when I was younger as well. Okay, so I'm gonna draw it nice and big so that you can see, you know, from the perch that you guys are on. Okay, and I think I'm gonna use a Sharpie too. So I'm just gonna take you guys through the face for right now, and then if we have some time, we'll go through the whole body too. But like I said, this is not an art tutorial. This is really, I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm drawing, but I'd love if you guys drew, you know, what it is that you're thankful for at the same time. And then at the end, together, we're gonna add them to our gratitude walls. Okay, so I'm gonna start by drawing this uncle over here who I think looks a lot like my dad. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the head over here. I'm gonna give him some eyes. Give him a nose. Give him a little smile over here. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of comments. Thank you guys for responding. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw his mustache, his mocha. It's gonna go over here. And finish the eyes up. Okay, so we're just gonna add the dadi in first. You notice the pattern that I'm taking. I'm going up a little bit and then it's gonna go to the side. Do the same thing on this side. Then down here, I'm gonna add the pattern that I see. So when I'm drawing, I like to look at the thing that I'm drawing. So that way I can draw exactly what I see and then it makes it look more realistic. Okay. And I'm gonna add some curls over here for what the dadi or the beard looks like. You can do whatever kind of eyes you want. Oh, I see that it's a little bit blurry. I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. Is that better? Yeah, that's closer. Okay. Now that we've gotten the dadi done, I'm gonna draw the star. So the way that I do it is I like to go with the outside first. So I'll draw this shape over here. It's gonna get bigger on the outside. And notice I'm not doing straight lines. I'm gonna do a little sketch motion. So that way I can find the line while I'm drawing it, because I don't expect the first line that I do to be perfect or exactly how I want it to look. Okay, so there's the outside. Then I'm gonna make this over here, and then we're gonna make this triangle shape. Remember, you guys can draw however you guys want. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. I'm just showing you guys how I draw the things that I'm thankful for. Okay, so we've got this triangle shape, and then we're gonna add the little triangle over here. And then I'm gonna add the layers, which we call lards, okay? Then I'm gonna add them on this side too. Okay, and then there we go. That's it, and then you can add eyebrows as well. Put that over here. Okay, so that's one example. Okay, thank you guys. I'm gonna look at the comments now for a second. Awesome, thank you guys. Okay, so that's one example. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw Guth. So I know that this one's a little bit small. I'm gonna bring her close to the camera. That's what she looks like. So this girl looks a lot like what I looked like when I was younger, what my niece looks like now, and what a lot of people in the Gurdwara that I know look like too. Okay, so when I was younger, I had a lot of trouble drawing a Guth as well. So I'm gonna show you guys a really easy way to draw one. I'm gonna show you guys a way that's a little bit harder for the people who are a little bit older, and then I'm also gonna show you guys a much easier way to draw it if you are younger. Okay, so I'm gonna draw really big over here. So we're gonna do a zigzag. Great. Okay, now on the zigzags, on the little points over here, I'm gonna just extend it a little bit. Okay, now the really cool part is you are just gonna bring, so I'm gonna bring this guy up here. Now this one over here, I'm just going to curve it up to about there on the top one. And do the same thing on this side. Now here, you're gonna put it to about 1/3 of the way of the top one. And do the same thing over here, about 1/3 of the way. And 1/3 of the way here. And 1/3 of the way here. Close this up, put the rubber band, and then we're gonna make a little thing, because you know how at the bottom of your hair it gets, it vines a little bit, it gets a little bit smaller than the top of it is, so it's gonna go down like this to a point at the end. Then I'm gonna draw the hair in. You can color it however you want. That's what the hair will look like. And then, I don't have the right color marker here, I just have a Sharpie. So I'm just gonna do some of these. And notice how the line that I'm making, it curves around, just like this does. Okay. All right, so while I'm finishing this up, if you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to start answering a couple. I know we're about to run out of time. I might just go a couple of minutes over so I can show you guys the gratitude wall at the end. But if you guys have any questions, I can definitely answer them. I should start a YouTube channel? Never thought of that, maybe. I am not a YouTube star currently. Okay. So I am gonna take you to a couple of other things that I'm grateful for before we start putting them on the wall. And remember, I really hope that you guys are also drawing the couple of things that you guys are grateful for. And if you don't have any time right now, you can draw them later. Anytime in your house. Ideally, you guys should try and do this maybe a couple of times a week. It'll be a really fun way to just remember what we're grateful for. So one thing that I mentioned earlier, I'm really grateful for healthcare workers. And I know a lot of us really are because, they're going out and they're fighting for all of us and making sure that we're healthy. So I wrote that word out because, you don't have to draw everything that you're thankful for on your gratitude wall. You can also draw some things out, or you could write some things out, you can cut some pictures out, whatever it is you want. So I wrote it out here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some designs around it really quickly since we don't have that much time. But I'm just gonna draw some, squiggles. A couple of different colors that I think match really well with this blue. I think the squiggles are a really fun way to just be a little whimsical. Draw whatever it is you're thinking about. You can just go with the squiggle however you're feeling. It doesn't have to look like anything specific, so it's a lot of fun. You can add some underlines. Okay. Another thing that I'm grateful for, like I said before, is clean water that I can drink whenever I want at any time. So I drew a nice, clean, fresh cup of water, because not everybody has access to clean water whenever they want it. So it may seem like a really small thing to a lot of us, but I, am really grateful that I can have that whenever I want. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of these things out. You can see here some of the people in my community that I drew, I cut them out in a fun shape. I kind of, went with the shape of their body or the shape that I drew it in. So I'm gonna cut this water out and I'm gonna, have fun with the shape a little bit. I'm gonna make it a little squiggly. I'm gonna leave a little space at the bottom. And I'm gonna write it over here. I'm gonna write clean water. Okay, so that is one thing that I'm thankful for. Then here, I'm gonna cut out, I wrote healthcare workers, right? So I'm gonna cut that out. And again, I'm gonna go with the shape that I drew it in. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with it because we don't have to always do everything in a straight line. Okay, great. So now I have a couple of things that I am thankful for. So I have healthcare workers, I have clean water, and then I'm gonna put some people from my community. Right. Okay, so I'll wait for you guys in the comments. I see some questions of how do you make the body. I can do that first before we go to the gratitude wall. I'm happy to do that. I am having a lot of fun. Thanks, Satya. Okay, so I see some asks to draw the body, so I will do that before I go into the gratitude wall. Okay, I'm gonna put some of these guys on the side. And I'm gonna bring these guys right here who were my examples before. I'm gonna show you guys how to draw the body. So I drew the kid's braid earlier. If you guys want, this video will be online later, so you can definitely take a look. But I will show you the easy braid because I realized I didn't get to do that. So this was the harder braid over here, pointing to it. So the easier braid, I have some examples in my own practice because this is not easy, I promise, over here. So an easier way to draw a braid, you make the curve and another curve next to it, but a little bit down. You're gonna make them like that, put a little rubber band at the bottom, and then we're just gonna do the bottom and have it taper off a little bit, just like your hair does. And then you're gonna color in how you would color in with whatever coloring supplies you have with you. That's an easier way to make a braid. Okay. And again, if you're wondering again how to draw the more mature part of the braid, it's in the video. You can take a look at this later as well. We'll keep it up on the website. Okay, so now I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw the body. And again, I'm gonna use Sharpie so that you can see it. So if I make any mistakes, just bear with me. And it's totally okay to make mistakes. Even artists make mistakes, everyone does. Okay, so here are my models right here that I drew earlier. So we're gonna draw this lady right here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the head. Draw her like this. Then I'm gonna add her the star. So this is a different style of the star that I know a lot of people use. So it's round. So we're gonna add the layers right here. So it's just gonna be layers. You're gonna make it just like the curve that you saw before. You're gonna make them and just copy those and keep going all the way until the top. If you make it at a curve, it's even more realistic than a straight line. Okay. Then we're gonna draw the eyes. I'm choosing to draw the eyes this way, but you can draw it however you want. This was just the style that I picked today. I'm gonna color them in. And then notice I left a little white little circle over there on the side. That's just a little sparkle in your eye. If you look at your friends or people that are sitting near you, you can see in their eyes, they actually have a little bit of a white fleck in their eye, or it's just a reflection of the light that they're seeing. And it makes things a lot, just makes it look nicer and more natural. So I'm gonna add some eyelashes for her. I'm gonna add some eyebrows. I'm gonna add a nose and a smile. Okay, now we're gonna move into, I'll add some ears too. I'm gonna move into the body. So I'm gonna draw a little neck. And then, actually, before I draw the shoulders, I'm just gonna draw the sides of her body first, so her torso. So like where your chest is. So I'm gonna draw here. I'm gonna draw the bottom of her shirt. Then I'm gonna add the shoulders over here. Shoulders are gonna go past the sides of the chest. And then we're just gonna make her arms go behind her, because I personally actually find it really hard to draw hands. So I didn't wanna do that today. And as an artist, you can do whatever you want. So, I'm just gonna put her hands behind her, just like that. I'm gonna give her a little neckline. She's wearing a scoop neck shirt. Give her some half sleeves. Then we're gonna get the bottom. So you're gonna make a little bit of a curve, just like an actual body looks. And this is the bottom of her legs. Then put the bottom, and then she's gonna be wearing pants. So we'll get a line right in the middle. And it's really just as easy as that. Give her a belt. And she'll get some shoes. And remember, when you're drawing someone that you know, you should add some elements that are, specific to them. Things that, maybe you add their favorite colors, that's how you color in their shirt. If they wear a specific necklace all the time, you can add that. If you're drawing the hands, you can add a garda if they're sick, however you guys want to do it. Okay. And then I'm seeing one more ask to draw a patka. I can definitely do that. And then I think we'll move into doing the gratitude wall, because I want to make sure that you guys get a chance to actually add things to your walls too. So I really hope that you guys are still thinking about the things that you're grateful for, and you're drawing them, and you're excited about adding them to your wall. Okay, so because I showed you guys the body already, I'm just gonna draw the head of the boy with a patka. Where is he? Here he is. Okay, so here's a little boy with a patka. Put him close. Okay, so we're gonna draw his head. This one's really, really easy. So we're gonna draw his head, and we're gonna go to the top too. So notice when I draw a head, it's not a perfect circle, because no one's head is actually a perfect circle. If you look at someone who's sitting near you, or you look at yourself in the mirror, you notice that your head is actually more of an oval shape than it is a perfect circle. So I drew an oval shape here. Now, to add his patka, all we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a curved line on the top of the head. That's it. And then on top, we're gonna draw a little bit of a curvy circle for the juda. So notice I didn't make it a perfect circle, because no one's juda is actually a perfect circle. There's actually hair there, right? So it's a little bit of like an interesting, more lumpy shape, because your hair can't actually be a perfect circle. So I drew it a little bit lumpy, but you can do it however you guys want. Now I'm gonna add the eyes really quickly, which I already showed you guys how to do, but we're actually gonna color this one in just for fun. Gonna give him a little nose, smile, and some eyebrows. So some people like to show their personality through their dastar or their patka. So I think this guy's a little bit funny, and I think he likes patterns on his patkas. So I am going to add some polka dots on his, because when it's your art, you can do whatever you want with it, and you want to capture the personality of the people that you're drawing. So I'll show you really quickly how to color, and then we're going to move to our gratitude walls. Okay. I'm really excited that so many of you guys are here. I'm sorry I'm not able to keep up with the comments as well, but I promise I will go back and I will respond to every single question here. Okay. So I think that he wants a blue patka, and I'm gonna give him orange polka dots. So I'm gonna show you guys how I color with markers. So I know a lot of people, they'll just color in a straight line, but when you learn how to draw in school, they actually tell you to, curve along and color along with the lines that you have instead of going straight. So that's what I'm gonna do over here. I'm gonna hug the lines of what I'm drawing. And notice I'm not doing long strokes, I'm doing short strokes, so I can make sure that I'm controlling the marker that I'm using, and I'm not going outside the lines. But again, if you go outside the lines, that's totally okay too. It's your work, and it can look how you want it to. And do the same thing up here. I'm gonna go along the curve of the juda. Okay. Seems like I'm getting one more request. I know we're going over time, but it's okay. I think I can add that one request. I'm gonna show you guys after this how to draw a gatra with a kirpan. I'm gonna add it to this guy right over here. Okay, so now we'll add the polka dots, and notice again, I'm gonna go along the line, the shape of the polka dot. Okay, great. Okay, last thing before we go to our gratitude walls, we're gonna draw a gatra on this guy, and then I'll show you a kirpan on the side, because I don't think you'll be able to see it here. So when you put your gatra on, it goes from your right side to your left side. So your kirpan is always on the left. So I'm gonna draw from his right side, which is this side. I know it's reversed, but when you're drawing somebody, it is a little bit reversed. So we're just gonna do a gatra over here. Just gonna be one long line. Okay. And then here, we're just gonna draw a quick kirpan. I know it's small, so try, I'll bring it up closer when I'm done, but we're just gonna draw this. That's all you really need. It's a very simple way to draw a kirpan. But maybe if I, come and join you guys again, I can go in more depth on how to draw some other things that you guys want to request. Okay. Awesome. So, I'm just going to take 1 second and look very quickly at the comments to see if I missed anything. How do I draw a bun on a woman? I can show you that really quickly, actually. Okay, so the bun on the woman over here, that's also really hard. So I'm just going to show you guys. So this person right over here, I think she looks a little bit like my mom. So I drew her this way. So all you really have to do to draw a juda, you have to draw the top of the hair just like this. You part it however you want. And then you're just going to put a little bit of a circle on the side at the bottom of the head. Just a little one so you can see the juda from the back. Because the juda is actually in the back, right? So when you're looking at someone straight, you don't see it. But just because you want to show it in your drawing, you can add just a little tiny one on the side. Okay. All right. So I drew a bunch of different things, and I drew a bunch of different sticks, a lot of ways to draw the star. And if you guys have any other questions or any other people you'd like to learn how to draw, you can send me a message later, and I can try and put some tutorials online too for you guys. All right. Okay, so we are going to go into the last thing now, and we're gonna go actually add these things to our gratitude walls. All right, so just bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna raise my tripod so that you can see the whole screen here. Okay. All right, so I hope you guys remember what our project was. I know we did a lot of tutorials, but our project was to think about things that we are grateful for. So if you remember at the beginning, I showed you guys the gratitude wall that I made. And I hope that if you guys have some time later, or if you've already done it, you can make your gratitude poster or your wall space too. So you have to add a title. I titled it Our Gratitude Wall, so I'm gonna use this for my family space. But you can title it whatever you guys want. And like I said, it could be on a poster, it could be on a bunch of pieces of paper a bunch of pieces of paper that you tape and you put together, or it can even be on a wall and you just tape things if your parents say it's okay. If you use some painter's tape, it's safe and it won't bring the paint off the wall. So all I'm gonna do, it's really simple. I'm gonna pick a couple of people that I'm grateful for here. Here I have my water and I have my healthcare workers. So I'm gonna add my things to the wall, but I'm gonna ask my family to draw their things later, and I'm gonna have them add their things too. Okay, so I'm gonna use some tape, and I'm just gonna add this right here on the wall. Then, I said earlier, I'm really thankful for healthcare workers. So I'm gonna add some pieces of tape. I'm gonna put that here. You can put it wherever you want. It's up to you because this is your space. Then I'm gonna add a bunch of my friends and my community over here. And I'll add some tape, and I can do that later too. But yeah, so here's our gratitude wall. Just bear with me for one more second. I'm gonna move my camera so I can, look at you guys again and you can see me. And I'm gonna move this, and then we will end. Okay, so I hope you guys can still see me. I am so excited that I got to do this with you guys today. I feel really, really lucky and thankful that we got to share this space together. So I really hope that you guys got to learn something, and I'm really glad that we got to create together, because creating things is just so beautiful, and it's a ton of fun, and it's something to be really, really proud of. And I really think that by creating things, you can spread positive energy, and you can spread really lovely things, and you can help people, feel good things through things that you create. So, creating things has a ton of power. So thank you guys so much for spending time with us in the Sick Coalition's Kids Corner. I had so much fun drawing with you guys, and I hope you guys had fun too. I really hope that you are able to continue this practice, and you can create a gratitude wall in your house or in your apartment, wherever you're living right now. And I hope you encourage your parents and other people that are living with you, your siblings, to add to the wall. So this is a space for all of you guys to, add a couple of things, or even just one thing every day that you're grateful for, because it doesn't matter how bad you think your day went, there's always something that you can be thankful for, and you can remember, and something that'll make you feel better. So I really hope that you guys get to keep this up. If you guys would like to keep in touch with me, or you have any questions, or you have any requests for things that I can do and upload online later that can help you guys in your drawing experience, you can follow me on Instagram at Immersed in You and DM me there. You can also follow some of the other artwork that I do. The work that I did today was more kid-friendly, and I wanted to do a tutorial so that you guys could learn how to draw along with me. But if you want to see some of the other work that I do, you can follow me there. And then we at the Sick Coalition Kids Corner would love to see what you guys have created. So we would really appreciate it if you would share some pictures with us in the comments, or you could email us pictures at kids@sickcoalition.org. So we'll add that in the comments so that you can send us an email later. We really, really love to see what you guys have created, and we'd love to see your gratitude walls as they grow. And before we go, I really do want to invite you guys. I'm so excited to announce that next week on the Kids Corner, which we do every single week, same time, same place, next week we will have Simranjeet Singh, a Sikh writer and scholar and author now, and Baljinder Kaur, also known as @Blajinder on Instagram. They're going to join us to tell us about their new book, Balja Singh Keeps Going, the true story of the oldest person to ever run a marathon. So these two people are people that I really look up to, and I love their work, and I know that you will too. So I really, really hope that you're able to join us. So I really hope that you're just as excited as I am about this, and I hope that we see you guys next week. With that, thank you guys so much. I'm so thankful we got to join together today. Stay safe, stay at home, and stay grateful. And we'd love to see what you guys have created today with us. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.